and I heard that so much. They be like, oh, you blessed because the dating pool it sucks and all these things. But really, I thought the same thing before I met my husband. But at the end of the day, you gotta wait on God, and that's what we be missing. We be trying to make a person be what God want for us, like what we know deep down inside God want for us. And at the end of the day, you can't make something fit in the will of God because you tired of waiting, or you feeling like when it's gonna happen for me. Like when I prayed and asked God to shift my heart and change my mind towards that person and the situation that I was in, he began to do that. And when he did that, I got to the point where I was like, God, if I have to be single for 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, like if I have to be single for a while and it's just me and you, like I got to the point where like I'm okay with it. Like, God, I'm okay with it. And I told God that, and I meant it in my heart. Like, and that's what the thing is. Like, we'll say a lot of things to God and worship and through emotion, but our heart don't be meaning it. But God knows all things. Like I said before, you can't finesse him. He knows all things. So when he know that your heart posture is right and that you really mean it, and like, God, I'm okay with just me and you. My husband came not too far after that. My husband came like a few months after that. At the time, I didn't even know he was my husband. But like, I'm thinking like I'm gonna have to wait years because I'm looking at a lot of other people's situation around me. I'm like, I've been in disobedience for so long. Like, God, I know I'm finna have to wait 10 years or 5 years for my husband. And I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, you know what? If I do have to wait, it is what it is. I was prepared. And literally, my husband came into my life like months later. So I just wanted to encourage someone out there who feel like, is you like, when is my spouse gonna come? When is it's gonna change for me? You know, I'm giving God my all. Like, you gotta stop thinking that way. You gotta just give God your all and really mean it and enjoy Jesus. Because once you get married and once you start having them kids, baby, you can't go back. So, and you gonna have that's gonna be majority of your time, which is a beautiful thing. I just want to encourage you, like, singleness is not a disease. Like, it's a blessing, especially if you is single and you really living with Jesus. Your spouse coming, it's coming, but your heart, God gotta get your heart posture right, and he gotta know that once you get that husband, once you get those kids, that's not gonna cause you to leave him because you got what you wanted. He needs to be number one in your life, regardless of whether you married, single, whether you got kids, or whether you don't. God wants to be number one. And once he's